Good afternoon, everybody. It is, I think, the 17th of April. This goat here has bloat. Anyway, so I drenched her, or pumped her, whatever you call that. You stick a tube down in them. But see, at least she's looking a little better now. She's got her head up now. So I kept draining her off. So either later today, the vet's coming, or else most likely tomorrow. So we'll see with that. I don't know if she's worth it or not, but I guess we're gonna give it a go, and yeah, if she's still alive or if she gets better before that needs to come out, I'll just tell them about coming out. But so yeah, I gave her baking soda and mineral oil. They said to give them 2 cups of mineral oil. So I gave her I gave her some laxatives. Well, mineral oil is a laxative too. But try to get rid of that bloat and help her to. She was letting some out, but anyway, so I guess I'll leave her be and go do other things. So I guess my next thing is to cut that tree up a little bit and go and get those down there. That was one of my other videos. And then I'm going to go cutting trees up back over the hill there, cutting trees down. This saw says not today. So I did bring another saw along, so I'll go get that. Well, I got a bit more cut out of here. It's all cleaned up. So there's a pole right there I need to do something with, but it's so heavy right now, I feel like dragging it around. So just leave it later for now, let it dry out some. So I guess I can thin some more of these little trees up through here. No point in getting out there and thin this out down here yet, but you're gonna do so much at a time. Get so beat out when you're by yourself. No one else to help carry the load at all. So I guess I'm gonna put these up in here somewhere and see if it's gonna work. And if you're wondering, this is my dad's new to us chainsaw, Steel 026. His other one, he lost that one. But further back in his truck, we think someone must have picked it up. Anyway. But yeah, big trees are kind of dangerous when you cut them down, as they have the potential of crushing you if it comes back to the wrong spot. Little trees, which it was not on camera, it's too far out of the film. After I was done cutting that one tree off, a tree stump, I think right there, I felt something bumping against my leg. I took a look to register what was bumping against my leg. Here, the blade was bumping against my leg a little bit. I mean, it was apparently stopped, but enough to scare you a little bit. It could have been worse, but it got, just look. I believe it nicked his pillow. You can't probably see it, but you barely see it. But it just, that's a slight. I think it's what that came from too. I'm not hurt at all. It's just, yeah, wakes you up pretty quick. So, yeah, I think it's happened when I pulled the saw back away from the tree when I was done cutting. It's when it bumped in my leg. I wasn't sure what was bumping around there, but so it wasn't going very fast anymore. But I guess I'm gonna try to get that tree down next. I was gonna leave it a while ago, but now the reason I'm thinning this out here is to let more light get down. I probably just mentioned this in the second to last video I put up. So I get more light back here. Light, like right now the sun's to the, it's what? It's getting pretty late in the day, I think, but anyway, whatever time it is, I'm not sure. But it was like 5 o'clock when I got over here, shortly after I got over here. So the stuff doesn't grow very good back here. Wheat doesn't do terrible, but it's bad enough. And the deer like to harvest the corn out of here before I can get to it. So I might thin some more of these trees out here yet, I'm not sure. But man, I want to get the stuff up front here, and like where I cleaned right here. So just to get a little more light through here, and hopefully keep the deer from laying here as much. But it might not change anything though. That saw there is a saw that I got at an auction with another saw. I think it was 15 bucks for both of them. I think the other one does not run. It needs a carburetor or something, a rebuild or something. Because it will run if you got fuel in there. It'll fire up, but it won't. The carb doesn't work. The gasket's all brittle and stuff. This and run, well, it was running, but having some issues now. But so that's not really my prize saw. But yeah, Dad had one of these before. This is a really nice one. It might be newer than this one I used to have. But I got an Echo from my neighbor for nothing, and I need to put. It's missing that cap and that cap, and of course the chain bar. It's missing a couple two screws, I think, that hold this cover on, and then the bolts. I have everything else. I just need the two nuts that hold it on. So that's what I'm missing on my saw. So that's why I'm not using my one. I'm gonna use it. It does run, so I'm gonna use it. But anyway, I guess enough talking. I should get to cutting trees again. Oh yeah, pile there was from back this past winter. I had some down below there as well, but that's I think the main pile I have up here. But I was already carrying down below. But anyway, I need to get this other tree cut down while I should. Well, I guess that's all I'm going to do for now. I've been here for like 2 hours now. I might thin a few more of these trees out here and a few up through there. Just get this a little more open so that more light flows through here. So I pretty much cleared most of this out, I think, today right here. This whole section here. I cut right there in this tree here. There's a branch right there. I cut that off as well as that tree back, which I had on camera there. You know, I thinned some more of this out, and then after that I came through here and just knocked those little things down. There's still a couple more I could almost knock down, but I guess I can stand for right now. Maybe I won't mess with them, maybe I will yet. It'd be nice to get all these trees out of here, but I'm gonna leave this in here. It's big enough seam for lumber, so I'm gonna leave that in for sure. I got them thinned down pretty good, so it's a couple of big trees up through here. I'm gonna leave that in there. And then I want to take out this little chunk right in here. Take that all out. Make that little clean some more of those trees out back in there a little bit. Leaving the bigger stuff behind. And then here's the stack of wood I got. I think I put it all down in this stack here. So that's how much I got piled up there now. Well, it's almost 24 hours later. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but that goat died. Anyway, I was told I have another kid out here and the mom wasn't taking care of it. Right there's the kid and there's the mom, so I gotta check her out, see if the mom's alright. She definitely wasn't licked off because that stuff's still hanging on her, so I need to get that cleaned off of her. Him, whatever it is, and you don't know yet. Well, it's a little while later. I got the kid to, held her, says let the kid drink. So I should probably come out somewhere during the night, whether I feel like it or not, and make sure it gets a little more. So I don't want to lose that little kid. And he don't want to be hungry either. But I got enough in it for now. Hopefully they bond. She's pinned in here separate, so hopefully they bond here pretty soon. And that wraps up kidding for this round. So shouldn't be probably any more kids until, I don't know, depends on getting bred again. Could be anywhere between December to February or March again. So the reason the 3 that were late is because they were all smaller. This one here is quite a bit older. She was a runt. Anyway, hopefully her motherly instincts kick in here and she starts taking care of her baby. But anyway, well, it's about 4:50 or so the next morning, and they were laying down together. So that was a good sign right there. I got her up. The baby got up and it was definitely acting hungry. And yeah, she's leaving it drink. So that's a good thing. I just about as soon as I said she might also reject it, but hopefully not. At this point, I don't know if she will. She's starting to get her instincts pulled in. You just kind of see she's starting to sniff at it and stuff. So yeah, she's definitely starting to do much better at it. So thanks for watching.